Hey!
Hi there. Hey, friends. How you
Well,
doing?
hello to everybody.
That's Alex. They call me Tony. This is another episode of This is the Future.
Unfortunately.
It is, man.
It
Hey,
is.
everybody. I wish we could hear you, but we can't.
Can't-
Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room that's wearing roller skates. I should have worn a dunce cap for this episode. Put it right here. For those of you who are paying attention, I submitted the same video 2 weeks in a row, but that's it.
Yeah.
Just it wasn't it was an accident, but the video that I should have posted was there the whole time, and I just didn't do it. I didn't check my work, and that's why you all watched the second episode twice or some of it. So I deeply apologize for that.
Yeah, because usually I go in and check the comments and see if anybody said anything. One person did, and they said, "Hey," it was a person the last person that gave us a suggestion for the last a musical artist, and they their message was something like, this was last week's episode. And but I usually go in and check throughout the week, like every day or every other day. But I was on my work went and took a little like a work vacation together. Like we had like a traveling work party, basically. We went to the Oregon coast. And, and it was pretty fun. And so and we were in the middle of nowhere and we didn't really have any service. So, and I was kind of on vacation. So I didn't check, but normally I do. So if it was a normal week for me, we would have known like probably the first day.
Right.
But I can understand in a lot of ways, like if you were just to look at me, where you would think, because I wear the same, like I pretty much wear a black hat and some sort of black t-shirt every day. So
Right. I have to look at the minutes, like how much time, because that's what's different. As soon as you said something, you called me and I was I was at the car dealership and I was like, ah, shit. It was like the exact same time, oh well, whatever. And then the woman who was making sure the maintenance got done on my car, she was like, is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, everything's fine. She's like, oh, I just heard. I was like, yeah, don't worry about that. I was like,
yeah, don't worry about that.
I was like, more importantly, is all the shit you said you were going to do to my car finished? That's
Yeah,
why I'm hoping you're over here right now.
Yeah, is that okay? Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to go away now. I don't like being in car dealerships. They're just like not the salespeople. I mean, they're salespeople, but the people who do the service now, they're salespeople too.
What? How does that make sense?
Definitely salespeople, because they're always looking through your car to see what they can do, what they can make money on. So that's sales, in my opinion.
Sure.
Plus when you walk in, there's 4 of them sitting at independent desks and they all jump up. Hi, hi, me, hi. And it's like, no, I talked to her. I'm over here. So you wouldn't be that eager if you weren't commissioned in some way, shape, or form, if your performance didn't depend on who you talk to. So
right.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm in sales and I don't like it. Stop. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I understand. I don't necessarily like to be sold anything. I kind of just I don't like people to talk to me, really. So
right.
If
it's something I'm into, but I don't really give it. I mean, I don't care, man. Listen, you can use the internet to find shit now. So if I'm looking for a car, I look ahead of time and I do all my research on it. I'll go visit the car when they're not there and look at it so no one's bothering me.
Right. Yeah. Like go to the lot.
See if it's rusted out or anything like that. Just look around. I'll definitely go to the lots on Sundays. But I don't know. The only time I enjoy being sold something is just like everyone else when I don't know I'm being sold something.
Right.
You know what I mean? When it's just like when you go to a record store and you're like, hey, do you have this? And be like, yeah, we have that, but we also have this, this, and this. You're like, wow, right on. I mean, that's fun. But if it's just, you know, other shit, I don't know, like, you know, it's not fun. Like car warranty shit. Like after you bought your car and then you think you're all done. And then there's this person in the finance office and their job is to get you to buy extra warranties and dumb shit you don't see happening or crap you quite frankly couldn't fucking afford anyway. And then once you start telling that person, no, like the thing, here's the trick with a shitty salesperson. When you tell them no, they crash. Like, you're like, no, thanks. And they're like, well, fine, fuck you. Here's your paperwork. Sign it, bye. It's like, wow. First day, Jimmy? Shit. This is only going to get worse before it gets better, buddy. You should probably cheer the fuck up. People are going to say no to you. 1 in 10, buddy. 1 in 10 says yes. That's how it works.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Steve, I did comedy for 10 years. I'm really used to people saying no to me. So you get used to it for a while. After a while,
you were used to no before you start doing comedy, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. But after a while, man, you're just like, someone says yes to you, you're like, all right, thanks, have a good day. Wait, what?
I was planning on going home and crying. This is screwing everything up. You said yes.
You said yes? What the fuck did you say to me? You said yes? Don't say that shit to me.
Sometimes I get bummed out, like when I'm pitching something and it's like near the end of the day and I'm over it, and then someone says yes, and you're like, fuck, like I got to do this now. Like, whatever, you and your stupid crap you want.
Yeah.
Anyway, how have you been?
I've been pretty good. How about you? What's new with you? Let's start with you.
Well, aside from screwing that episode up. So with that being said, the one that's supposed to be up is up. And that's what's up for this week. So you're welcome. It's like eating leftovers. Enjoy. It'll be great. Put some cheese on it. It'll be fun. So that's up. And then I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm on vacation now, hence the big smile on my face.
I could tell you're happy. I could tell.
Well, I was happy, and then every crazy person on the East Coast decided to suck up all the gas. And I'm going to need some of that gas because I got to drive straight down to Florida. So basically, I'm facing a gauntlet. I'm really getting big fuzzy dice, and I'm rolling them because there's a chance I get stuck on the side of the road with 2 kids and my dad in the car. So we all know what we're in for, but...
Well, there's no gas where you're at?
Yeah, they fucking... I don't know, you probably heard about it. It's a big deal over here. Some hacker screwed with the pipeline that pumps over onto the East Coast. Did a whole ransom thing or whatever, you know. And so long story short, they just turned the pipeline on yesterday. And everyone down south immediately just like, I need to get as much gas as I can. Let me tell you a secret. You weren't going anywhere anyway. You weren't. Walmart? Who cares? Same shit as last week. Didn't need to go. You weren't going anywhere. I just saw footage of people filling up Rubbermaid tubs full of gas and put them in the trunks of their cars. Don't worry, they're not going to be alive much longer. Like, they're done today. I
think I saw something about that. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. If you follow Tosh.0 on Instagram, he just posted the video. So thanks, Tosh. You helped me out. But there's a bunch of dumb shit like that going on. You don't need gas. Admit it. You guys weren't fucking going anywhere. I mean, down south, there's nowhere to go anyway. It's hot wherever the fuck you go. Hot and sweaty here, hot and sweaty there. Just stay where you are. Unless you're going to Mickey, then follow me down. So my whole plan here is to stay on major interstates and follow the fuel trucks.
There you go.
Tell me I'm a dumb person. I agree with you. I don't have an option, man. I'm not going to fucking fly. You can't smuggle drugs when you fly. That's a pain in the ass.
You can. You just don't want the balloon to pop, you know.
I don't do balloon drugs. I've never done a balloon drug. Anything that need to be put in the balloon and then smuggled in your butthole or any other orifice, I haven't done it. Well, a little bit, but it was before it got ground into powder. So I'm nothing in a balloon.
I did. Well, I mean, when I was a kid, you know, from a balloon.
Yeah, I used to be a heroin addict when I was a kid. You know, no big deal. Just
I was like 7.
Crazy kids.
You know, it's like 8 years old, just stealing people's TVs and stuff, you know.
Snorting PCP off a broken mirror. I get it.
Going in the park and passing out, standing up, you know, normal 8-year-old shit.
Is that a bike rack? Nope, that's a person. It's just bent in half.
Stealing Still stealing Hot Wheels and shit to sell them.
Stealing Hot Wheels. You can't really report those stolen, man. That's cool.
I know. That's why you steal them.
I'm gonna turn the light on, see if it helps.
Yeah, you're a little dark over there. There you go.
There you go. A little sunshine on my face. So what's going on? So yeah, I'm traveling down to Florida. I'm looking forward to it, but now we got to worry about this bullshit. So whatever, it's always something.
Hey, it's all right. Everything makes sense in Florida. You'll be fine.
No, we're not. I was reading this article about like Disney's not closed yet because they still have gas for all their stuff, and I was just like, if I do make it down there, maybe everyone else will stay at home. Now that they have all the gas, they'll just stay at home and hoard it. Like they won't go anywhere. They can't go anywhere. We have all the gas. We can't use any of the gas. We have it now. Like, I don't understand why you hoard gas. That's really dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
Really fucking dangerous.
You know how to siphon. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I actually learned a long time ago that you're supposed to blow and not suck, I believe. I spent a long time sucking on a hose one time. I think I did get something out of it, but boy, my jaw was sore. I mean, that was back in the days of Monica Lewinsky. So I felt where she was coming from, pun intended.
Yeah, you felt it.
But yeah, I don't know. I could siphon gas. My thing is this: I'm glad that I have a locking gas tank.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. There's a car from Pennsylvania. I'm gonna suck that Yankees tank dry. No, you're not, motherfucker.
See,
sleep in the damn car.
Whoever invented that shit? That's a smart person right there.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, how many unsuccessful siphons there have been. Like, it can't always go right. You are sucking gasoline. Somebody must have had a cigarette in the other hand while they were doing it. You know it's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. It makes me think, like, how long did it take them to invent that, the locking gas? Like, how long? Like, when? Like, I wonder when they invented that, because that hasn't always been a thing.
No,
that's relatively sort of new.
Well, they used to have gas tanks that had keys in them, like doors, or like big trucks used to have locking gas tanks.
That would make sense.
Concept's been around for a while, but now I laugh with these people now who have the automatic ones that you pop. And lately I've seen like a lot of doors, like those little doors open.
Right.
It's like, just gotta push it. That's all you gotta do, man. Just
gotta push it.
Just a little bit. I don't understand that. Well, what's the rush? Are you on a pit crew? Is it the last lap of the Daytona 500? Why are you in such a hurry? You can't close the fuel door.
Well, see,
over here, itchy? I don't understand.
Well, you know that over here, we don't pump our own gas. So over here, like I don't even look at my gas, like the gas door at all. Like I don't even go back.
Here we do, and that's
I know that.
They're just not paying attention. That's fine, right. But then it gets ripped off and it looks weird, like you have a hole in your car. Cars look weird when they're supposed to have fuel doors and they don't.
And they don't. Yeah.
Right. So fix it.
Yeah, fix that shit. Fix your door. Fix it.
But I'm serious. I remember when I was in North Dakota, when I was in high school, someone actually blew up a gas station by accident. They were pumping gas, lit a cigarette, blew the whole thing up. Like it shook the ground. I lived a few blocks away. Like it shook the ground. All the pumps ignited. Like it was crazy. I don't think like the pumps didn't keep running, but whatever was, it just, like, I mean, people got killed. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm like, now that there's going to be people in long lines, stressed out, waiting for gas down south. Scary. That's a really dangerous combination. No offense, but that's scary.
I mean,
yeah, I just, that's going to make me nervous. You guys have a really long hose. I'm just going to stand out here and do it.
Hillbillies with a bunch of cans of gas, What else am I gonna light my bonfire with? My kid's gotta eat. He's gotta eat.
It tastes like petrol.
Gotta cook his food somehow in the backyard.
gross. Fuel's disgusting. There's a reason it goes in your car, not your mouth.
Heard that before.
Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. We'll see. I'm really interested. And the next episode should be. We'll see. It could be 2 weeks before I get to film one if I'm still on the road.
On the road looking for gas.
Will blow for gas. Ask for gas. Yes, you read this correctly.
Ooh, I like that.
How much gas? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, other than that, man, I don't know. I don't think so. My kid's here. My kid and her friend are here. They made it safe. Her friend's never been on roller coasters, so this is gonna be fun.
Well, you're gonna show.
Yep.
Show them the right way, huh?
Yeah, man. That's right. We got a party. That's why the Northeast. It's fun, but you got no rides. You got a few rides. Need more rides. Lots more rides. I get it. I mean, I think that's why pot is such a big thing out there, because there's not a lot going on. You know, I mean, like cutting trees and shit. That's more fun when you're stoned. It just is. You know, shooting a deer with a bow and arrow. That's more fun stoned. Making jerky, fishing, all of it. It's beautiful, but it's better when the trees look really green. So I get it. But around here, you know, roller coasters are cool, but it's cool to be high on roller coasters too. Don't get me wrong. But now, like, there's so much security at roller coasters. It's really weird if you're paranoid, because they pat you down and shit, which we've talked about in the past. But it's not cool, man. So I understand it. But yeah, I don't know if I've been up to else much. We're not talking about the music yet, but that was awesome. I've actually worked out to that all week, so that was fun. But I don't know. Did I do anything else? Damn, no, I don't think so.
Well, that's cool, man. I was at the Oregon coast for a couple of days. We went to Bandon, which is near Coos Bay. I don't know if you've heard of Coos Bay, but it's about 4 hours from Portland, and we went out there. I think there was about 9 or 10 of us. Only 7 people work there, and that's including the 2 owners. Where I work, and so it was just like a work trip getaway, right? Instead of like having like a work party like at another place, or like rented a place out, or just had like a work party at our like closed down and have a work party there. They just like took us somewhere basically, and yeah, went to the coast for a couple of days. Everyone's a big, drinker. So there was a lot of that.
Were you guys hoarding alcohol instead of gas?
Yeah, exactly.
Makes a lot more sense.
It was cool. As you know, and maybe some of the people that watch this show know that I work at a pinball bar, and one of the owners is also a pinball operator, and he owns a bunch of pinball machines. That's his thing. So he brought with him 3 pinball machines into the house. What? Yeah. Set them up, and we played pinball, drank, played cards. It's fucking awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Because it's really, and it sounds crazy, but it's really easy for him. Like he's been doing it like a lot of his life. In the fucking pinball machine, he sets it up in his crank, wheels it in there. I think he could like set 3 up and take 3 down within like, you could take 3 pinball machines down probably within like 5 minutes,
I mean, are they already standing up and he just wheels them in?
Yeah, you have like the little lift. You put the lift in there, lift it up. You have the power drill. You take off the 4 legs, zip, 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 zip. Lay the face down, wheel it out, put it in the van. Shit. Yeah, it's relatively easy. It doesn't take much work at all.
That's crazy. I just couldn't imagine partying with someone and they pick me up in like this in a big van, and I'm like, wow, man. And then you look in the back and there's all these arcade, all these pinball machines, and be like, you got to drop these off. Like, nah, man, these are for the party. Like,
Yeah.
I've never partied with anyone who's like, I'll bring the pinball machines. Be like, what?
Yeah, dude. That's the
Usually
way we
just go to
party.
a place that has them. That's sick, man. That's
Yeah.
really something.
Cool. Yeah, and there was like 3 dogs there. Just taking a dog to the beach is fucking fun. Like just watching them like spin out of control and roll in the fucking sand and jump in the ocean.
Well, in the Oregon beaches too, because they got a lot of beach. Like it's a distance between the water and the coastline. I mean, yeah, a lot of beach.
And the beach that was near us was basically a private beach. There was no one out there. There was no one else to be out there. Like there's really no houses around. We were pretty secluded.
Damn.
Like I couldn't even listen to music. I couldn't even connect my phone to my like speaker, my little speaker box.
No service.
Even though I was connected to the internet, it was just like it wasn't strong enough because we were that far out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
That's nice. Oh yeah, man.
So it was fun. And I was talking to a coworker around the beach and letting the dogs run around, and then about 10 feet away, we were standing like at the bottom of a cliff, basically. Like I don't know if you remember like parts of the Oregon coast, but a lot of the Oregon coast, it's like just a big beach, and then you look behind you, and then there's this like big cliffs.
Yeah.
That some houses on and whatever. And we're standing on the beach right where we're probably like 5 feet away from the cliff. Like the cliff's right behind us. And then about 10 feet away, all of a sudden a fucking avalanche starts to happen. Like fucking rocks start to fall from like 50, 60 feet up. When we were in the middle of talking, in the middle of a conversation, and we both at the same time just took off running like straight ahead. Damn. Because I'm not shitting you, like the rocks fell like 10 feet, maybe 15 feet away. Like we could feel the dust like hitting us. Like it was kind of like it was pretty intense, actually.
Good thing you didn't set up the pinball machines out there, man. That would have sucked. Over. That's crazy, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn Earth's falling apart.
There's no gas. The sky is fucking falling.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Our pets' heads are falling off. Yeah, man. The first night that we were there, I got so fucking drunk. I got so drunk. Oh my God. I was like, all right, so I don't know what time it was, but I'm going to say it was like around 1 or 2 in the morning. I remember going downstairs to the room that Callie and I were staying in. We both went downstairs, and then all of us, and then I woke up and I had the worst hangover. But apparently what I did was I came back upstairs with my shirt off.
Oh no.
Shirt off and just shorts on, like short, like regular shorts. But for some reason I didn't have any underwear on those shorts. So for some reason I went down, took off my shirt, took off all my clothes, and then just put on shorts, and then went back upstairs and started to drink again. And I guess this is what happened. As a coworker of mine, who's a friend, he was blacked out drunk too, and he stood on the top of the stairs, I guess, and was yelling my name at the top of his lungs, like, Alex, Alex. And I guess he was doing that for like 5 minutes straight until people had to like calm him down. So I came back upstairs, I guess. And I think the reason why I came up with no shirt on and no underwear on and just shorts is because I thought something was wrong, maybe.
Right.
And what was wrong was he just wanted me to drink with him. So I ended up, I guess my other coworker said I took like 5 more shots of tequila.
Shit.
And then went right back and then went to sleep. Didn't drink any water, didn't eat anything. Which that's a bad fucking idea, just to go right to sleep, you know? So I woke up with the worst hangover I've ever had in my life. So we were supposed to go to the sand dunes and ride dune buggies and ride little like dune buggies and 4-wheelers and stuff. But I was so hungover that I couldn't go. I missed that. I had to stay at the house. And have you ever been hungover where you're like, oh, I could still go to work or I could still, but I'm just gonna feel like shit? I physically couldn't. Like I couldn't leave the bathroom. I was throwing up. Like I wanted to go. I want to come, but I like couldn't get up off the floor because I was throwing up. Like if I had maybe 2 or 3 more shots, I'd probably have to go to the hospital. Like that's how bad it was. Like, like
Oh.
it was so bad. Like it got to the point where like it's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. Like people were like, "How come you didn't take some, you know, just tough it out?" Like I was like, I don't think you understand. Like I wish I could plug something into me and plug something into you so you could feel how bad this was. Like I was trying to get up, but I couldn't. Like I was just like, I can't. Like my one of the owners like was talking to me and he was like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, because if my shirt touches my throat, I'm gonna throw up again. Because I felt like if like just I felt so fucking bad. Like I threw up probably like 8 times. It was gnarly.
So did
But
you feel like shit again the next, like the 2 days afterwards?
no, actually, I think I slept it off for like 3 hours, you know, popped some Tylenol, ate something, went to the beach, and then later that day, actually, I felt fine. Usually, I think, you know, I've told you that like my hangovers have been lasting like 2 or 3 days, but I think this one was just so bad that I had it all at once, and then I was fine.
So
But
did everybody else go to the dune go to the dunes?
besides Callie, my girlfriend, and one other coworker, he stayed. He wasn't even, he just stayed because he was tired. But I was so bummed out because I really wanted to go, like really
Yeah, no
bad.
shit. That sounds like fun.
It was like the majority of the reason why I wanted to go on this fucking trip.
God damn it. Well, you can blame it on the person that was shouting your name because you went up there to help, god damn it.
Well, yeah, but it's also my stupid ass fault for deciding to drink that much.
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
it was pretty gnarly, man. But I did have a good time.
There it is. That's what matters.
I did have a good time. It was a lot of fun. It's cool because I don't work with that many people. There's probably like I think there's 5 of us all together, including the including 7, including the 2 owners. So there's only 5 employees.
Right.
And I happen to like all of them. It's very rare to work in a place. There's usually 1 or 2 people where I'm like, they could just fall off a cliff. That'd be fine. But like I'm actually friends with all these people. Like I hang out with them, and a couple of them I would hang out with like before I even started working there. So
Right.
So it was a good time. Had a good time at the coast, you know, drank too much, played pinball.
Were you guys opened again or are you closed again?
Well, we are always closed on Monday and Tuesday.
Ah.
And then yet we got back yesterday, so we just decided to close for Wednesday. Just to, you know, have a day to recoup and stuff.
That's cool, man. So the staff is so small that even though you're not an owner, it's kind of like you get the benefits because there's not that many people. So if
Right.
the owners decide not to go in, then it's just a group decision to not have to work.
Pretty much.
That's kind of like feeling like you own the place in that regard, you know, at least close to it. Yeah, never mind. When you work for, you know, big companies, they don't give a shit. Like, yeah, I own this place. That's why I don't work here. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how to do any of this shit. It's my company. Like, exactly. That's what I thought you might know.
That's the thing is like both the owners like work there, especially the one that isn't like the pinball like operator and owner. He's there every day and longer than like he's there like 10 to 15 hours a day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He works every day, and he works one day that we're not even open, so he's
Right
there
on.
a lot. So, but yeah, man, it was a good trip. Had a lot of fun. That's what I like about living here is that the coast, the Oregon coast, the beach is so close. Like even like 4 hours away, like that's not that far. Like you could get to Lincoln City in an hour and a half. You could get to
Right.
Astoria.
The closest beach, like to get to the water, it's like an hour and a half from you, which is about equivalent to what it is to here for us, except your population is way lower. So you don't have, hell, man, you don't even have a 4-lane highway that runs to the beach from Portland, do you? Isn't it part of it 2 lanes?
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Yeah.
too.
Picture this on my North Coast cats and kittens. You would never get to the fucking shore if you had the highway system that they have out west to get to the beach. We have like 6 interstates all aimed at like 30 miles of beach just to get everyone to the shore every weekend. And it's a 2-lane road from what I can remember leaving Portland to get down to the coast there. And it's
Yeah,
pretty. You're tearing through the mountain. Well, not mountains, whatever you want to call it. Big ass hills with trees on them, rivers and shit. It's really a pretty drive down to the coast where you live.
yeah, and there's only a 2 or 3 lane highway, um, like like 30 minutes, you know, and then you go through the mountain, then you go through all the trees.
Right. There's no major interstate in Oregon that's coastal. It's highway, just a highway.
Yeah,
The beach is nowhere built up like what it is around here.
right.
It's crazy, crazy different, which is really cool. The only reason I never got in the water, one, it was too far of a walk. Once you get to the beach, like if you put your towel down and all that shit, like let's go to the water. Be like, you're getting a bike. You could ride a bike to the water because it's far. At least
Right.
in my experience, I was at Cannon Beach. Is the one with the Goonies rock? That's where
Yeah.
I was, and I was like,
Oh yeah, you and Astoria.
Astoria, thank you. And yeah, I was like, no, I'm not. That's forever. And lots of shark attacks up there, more than I'm used to. Very scary. And you have to wear a wetsuit to get in the water.
Yeah.
Not interested. It's like putting on a body condom. Who wants to have fun after that?
Yeah, the Oregon coast isn't for like getting in the water and swimming. It's for like going there and checking it out and walking on the beach, and it's windy, and like even in the summer it's hot, but it's still windy. The water's not super warm, you know.
There you go. See?
And a lot of people, like, depending on where you go, like there's like Seaside, Oregon, the population on the beach is usually a lot. There's usually a lot of people out there. But yeah, it's different than warmer, like different places that have a warmer climate, like California. People are just like in the water all the time.
Yeah. You know how I picture, how I explain the Oregon beach? Goonies.
Yeah.
When they had the Jeep race, I don't know
Yeah.
if they do that anymore, but that's it. It's huge, just huge wet sand.
Yeah.
And really cool for that kind of shit. That's why you're talking about dune buggies
Yeah.
and shit like that. Like, this isn't, let's go to the shore and yell at each other and get super tan and complain about everything. Like, no. I'm not gonna do any of that shit at all. You're not even invited. I'm just gonna go out here and have rocks fall on our heads while we play pinball and smoke dope on the beach. It'll be great.
Yeah, man.
I wonder if there really is any treasure out there, man.
Dude.
They still screw with people when you go visit. They're like, here's a treasure map.
There's treasure everywhere, man. You just gotta look for it. Hey, man, you're a treasure.
Yeah. I got your treasure right here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Speaking of treasure, I think it's time to talk about music.
Oh, goody. So you picked the band.
Yeah. It is the band. All right, so you're not the only one that messed up last week. I also flubbed up a little bit of the information for this band.
Okay.
So the original name of this band is called Brownout.
Ah.
So what they did was they kind of started a new band within the band and did a couple like one album of Black Sabbath covers and then like an EP of Black Sabbath covers.
Okay.
So they changed the name of the band for those two little albums.
Okay.
But they're also a band just called Brownout.
Oh, all right.
So the band is from Austin, Texas. And I said that they were an all Mexican Black Sabbath cover band. They're an mostly Latino, Spanish speaking band. Not all of them are Mexican. And the reason why I thought that is because I was told that they were an all Mexican Black Sabbath cover band. And I didn't do my research. I just said what I heard from my friend a while ago. So I need to correct myself. They are a Latino and funk band, and they are, So they're a really cool band. Blackout, but also they're mainly people know them by Brownout, but people mainly know them by Brown Sabbath.
Yeah.
So I mean that is what they called. If you look it up, that's the band that pops up. Super cool band. I like them because they are a cover band. They have some of their original stuff as Brownout, but this is the cover band side, and it's not just straight up. They didn't just straight up play Black Sabbath songs to a T. They added their own influences and like their own, style. They were still staying true to who they are. Like it still was very Latin funk based, and really cool in my opinion. I was like, I said this a couple of times. I'm like, this is how Black Sabbath should always sound.
Yes.
I'm like, we should just make this the band.
The music sounds dead on. As far as I was thinking like the guitar solos and stuff. I was thinking like, man, imagine the guitar player, like, dude, I can't sound like Iommi here. Like I can't, pull that off, but it sounded great. The playing, and now, like you said, they're not going, bar by bar here. They do their own thing, but the songs. And the vocals were the ones where they were singing like Ozzy, like it sounded better than Ozzy. Well, it's not hard. That's not hard to do now, but
nowadays.
We get it. No, it was, as soon as I heard it, I was just like, oh shit. I was like, listen, first you can work out to it. I was picturing you could definitely salsa to this. So I imagine if you were at a show, it'd be so cool. Instead of a mosh pit, there was just a circle. There was just really good couples just going at it, just really like fucking spinning each other around and just flamingo dresses going. Like that's how I pictured this. I'm like, this is Black Sabbath. I'm seeing flamingo dresses right now. This is great. Right. Really, really good. Honestly, really good stuff. Hard to beat, man. I was like, I listened to it 10 times. I don't know.
It's good, man. I'm still listening to it. I'm still like,
I'm gonna play it. I'm definitely gonna play it on my road trip. Yeah. Did they cover each song and stay with that song, or did they blend some songs together?
I'm not for sure. They could.
I'm not 100% either. I'm pulling it up right now. I just wanted. There was their version of Snowblind, I think.
Yeah.
Damn, that was good. Is it on? That's what I'm saying. Like I don't. Oh, it is. Yeah, second song, Snowblind. That one I really liked. Fairies Wear Boots. Man, it sounded clearer than when Ozzy sang it. Like it was just like I was like, oh wow, it's just I know what they're saying now. Like fairies, yeah, all right. I don't know. It just sounded clearer. But that was probably less drugs or different drugs, depending, or a younger person on better drugs. Who knows? Yeah, dude, Sweet Leaf, really good. They picked some really solid tunes and did a hell of a job. So if you haven't heard this album, I do honestly recommend it. And not because it's rock or anything, because it's something you can move to, like just kind of It's
Yeah.
the horns and shit make it a hell of a lot more fun and a little like less dark, more approachable, I guess would be the word. Like,
Right. Well, I
not
mean,
just for Sabbath fans.
it has more of a uplifting
Yes,
beat to
exactly.
it.
You could clean the house to it, that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
because it definitely it just has that Latin flair where what you want to you just want to boogie, you know what I mean? It has because I mean that's who they are. They're a Latin funk band, and they add that to Sabbath songs, and it's just fucking it just works. It gels nicely.
I mean, I was thinking like Iron Man would have been an interesting one because that's really like heavy. Like to hear them do Iron Man, like that would be. I don't know, I just thought that'd be weird. Like seeing people like salsa dance to Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Yeah.
There was
that was
one
fun, man. That was a lot of fun.
I forget what song it is. I think it's The Wizard instrumental. It sounds like a fucking like high school like marching band. Like there's a lot of horns and it sounds like something you would hear at a football game.
I wonder if it was Electric Funeral. Could be. It's hard, honestly, man. Like I was listening to it before I knew what the album was over.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those where you just it really, yeah. And it was 45. That's a 45-minute album. That really goes quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Highly recommend this one if you haven't heard it. Yeah, listen to it. That shit was great.
Yeah, man.
Good pick, man.
I'm gonna check out their originals, their other stuff, and then bring it back on the show.
Yeah, I just pulled them up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, I didn't know. I thought it was Brown Sabbath, and then I put in Brownout presents Brown Sabbath. Then I found it. Yeah. Oh, they have a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's so the way it is, it's basically a band within a band. Like they are called Brownout,
but they wanted to do some Sabbath shit.
Yeah, so when they do Sabbath stuff, their name of the band is Brown Sabbath.
Right.
So
I liked it. Really good find, man. Just sounds awesome. How often do you mix metal and salsa or however whatever you call it?
Yeah, Latin funk is what they're.
There you got it. Latin funk. Good stuff, man. Great pick. That was fun as hell. Yeah,
I was not for any I was surprised. I don't know why, but like that they're from Texas, and I was like, oh, this shit's coming out of Texas. That's awesome. Like
I'd like to see. Yeah, that's something I'd like to see.
It's cool when you find out a band is closer. Like it's cool when you find out a band, no matter who they are, like a band that's in the United States, because then that means you could probably see them sooner than you could if someone was from Europe or some shit like that,
Right. Yeah, that's what a lot of these music festivals that you're going to see this year pop up through the country. They're all going to be American bands for the most part. I don't know that a lot of other bands can even get in here.
Right.
So that's they're doing Firefly is the big one around here that they do. And my kid's, teenagers, she's all about it. And it's just so weird. 3 years ago, that lineup still was for me. And now it's almost 100% not for me. And I've also just turned 40. So I told her, she's like, this is the best lineup. And I'm like, listen, the next 15 years, they're going to be great lineups for you if you keep paying attention to music. I was like, and then there won't be any more. Like, it'll just go away. You know what I mean? Like, I just realizing like, I'm not falling off so much of music. I'm not, but I don't listen to Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know who that is, to be honest with you. And that's like one of the headliners. And a lot of people who are becoming headliners are becoming headliners because of their streams, their likes, their follows, which I'm not, I don't do that so much. I know bands from 30 years of working their way up, opening for other bands, and then they're finally headlining. And now I'm watching them on the big stage. And it's not like that so much anymore. It's more like not on the bill last year, headlining this year because you have 2 million freaking people that liked your song. Not arguing with that, just saying, I wasn't one of the ones who liked that song, so I don't need to go.
Times are changing, you know?
It's cool. Well, the funny thing is like the two bands that I want to see, I have tickets for them already. Like I bought them a long time ago. I'm like, oh, well, I already have a ticket for that. So I get to sleep in a clean, take a shower, clean bed, my own bed, and like not get my phone stolen, because that's what's going to happen at the. I told her, I was like, don't even take your phone. Just pretend you already lost it and leave it here. No point in taking it. I make more money after festivals than I do Christmas time, from all the parents' kids calling in saying, my son lost his phone. And I look at them, I'm like, oh yeah, he went to Firefly, or he went wherever. And he got, how do you know? But like, everyone knows he's going to get his shit stolen. You see
Right.
where kids put their phones? No offense, but back pocket, not safe for many reasons. Don't just put it out there. Your butt goes numb after a while and you can't feel it back there anymore. And then someone, removes it for you. So yeah, I'm hip to music festivals, but she was like, you should go. And I'm like, if they put all the bands I like on the same day,
On the same day on the same stage.
I'll show up at 6:30 and I'll be gone by 11. Bed by midnight. Like, that's how you know.
Right.
It's like, I love music, but I love music before 11. I don't have time for this. Walk around with one sneaker. Like, if you're 15 years old and you get rained on and you're wet and you're just being a jackass and you're sliding around in the mud, Woodstock was for young people. You know what I mean? I'm not into that anymore. I'm like, dude, seriously, I'm gonna jam my finger. I'm not gonna be able to use my keyboard for a week. I'm gonna get in trouble at work. I'm a boring adult now. Fuck it.
I'm a born adult now. Yeah, man.
You
I
know?
mean, I've been to quite a few music festivals, and they're fun and all, but I like to just go see a concert or a show, just like one show. Just go see a show, no matter who it is. Like, if it's anywhere from like a stadium show to like a punk rock show.
Yeah.
No matter where, like, I like to do that stuff. Festivals are cool, but I don't know if I'll go to another one ever. Maybe it would have to be so many people that I like that it would, but
Well,
because
there's more curated festivals now. It's not that I just can't go to any festival. There's plenty.
Right.
There's a lot. But there's smaller festivals that are curated towards the kind of shit that I like. They're out there. You just got to travel for them. And it's cool to go to a festival. A couple things that are good about festivals is, one, you're not driving home. No worries. You're there for, if you're doing it right. If it's a good, like, if you're camping, that's probably one of the best things about it. Except it's hard, man. I mean, usually you're partying, or everyone else is, so you're not getting a ton of sleep. But you don't have to go anywhere. So everyone's really loaded, like way loaded. Usually they're playing till, like a good festival, they're playing till 2 or 3 in the morning. And they'll usually play shit with other bands. Things will happen there that wouldn't happen usually anywhere else. Right. And they try to do that on purpose for the promoter, for everybody, just to say something cool happened. It only happened here. So those are fun. You see shit you haven't heard before. I usually go to the next festival based upon something I saw at the last festival.
Right.
And I always add. So festivals are fun maybe once a year, once every couple of years, just to get an idea of what else is coming out and to see bands you already like. That it's like going to 31 flavors. Sometimes you got to try all the flavors just to know what's out there. But usually you just stick to your shit that you like.
Right.
And one show is great. I do feel that you sometimes get a longer set, especially if you're at a festival and they're not the headliner. They only give them 45 minutes or whatever. So
yeah, even the headliner sometimes
cuts it short. Oh yeah, it's not.
It's like does an hour.
Right.
Matters who you see. Like we've both seen Ween, and anytime I've seen Ween, they played for like 2.5 hours.
I've seen Ween do like I saw them play, maybe like the shortest set I ever saw was at a Sasquatch, first one I ever went to. And it felt like an hour and a half, but it's really windy. But then I saw them in Philly the last time, and I had to leave 2.5 hours in to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
And they played another hour and a half.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. and I love a band that does not have an opener. I do, because they're coming to play. That's it. Like, there's only a few bands out there. I don't know of any I'm going to say this. I only know of rock bands that have done tons of drugs that really are like, hey, we're gonna play for 4 hours, and we need all that money, so we're the opener too. We need it all. We charged him for an opener, we charged him for a middle, and we charged him for a headliner. That's why we're doing a 4-hour set. Oh yeah, and Jerry just did all the heroin, so we're gonna be here all night long, baby. Like that's cool. And like Ween, like they did the 3-minute song they jammed for 20 minutes. So,
yeah.
but that wasn't a festival. That was just them saying we're gonna do a 4-hour set. So yeah, I think going to venues, one single show, good times. But
Yeah.
in any case, I hope to see these guys on a lineup somewhere, a bar. I don't give a shit. I go check them out for sure. So
Right.
great fucking pick, man.
Yeah, they're
Brownout covering Black Sabbath. Great job.
well, Brown Sabbath. That's the name of
Brown.
This like what we did was
Brown Sabbath.
Brown Sabbath, yeah.
So
Brown.
an offshoot of the band Brownout, calling themselves Brown Sabbath, why they covered Black Sabbath songs. Did you get all that? Good.
Yeah.
All right. So before we finish up here, I just wanted to, I picked a band for next week.
Yep.
In the same vein, they're called the Budos Band, Budos. And we're going to go with their first one, the self-titled, it's just the Budos Band. Cool cover, got a exploding volcano on it from 2005. Can't miss it. If you're just looking for some background noise, just some good instrumental shit, this is for you. So I encourage all who listen to listen.
Cool. Awesome. Budos Band sounds great. Yeah, I think that concludes our episode for this week. Or
absolutely.
For next week.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks for understanding, folks. I'm human and I fucked up.
It happens. No worries.
Oh,
yeah. Like, subscribe, follow on Instagram, Titfu69, and please, if you have any album and band that you want us to listen to and talk about, please comment on the YouTube page or the Instagram. Either way, probably get to it quicker if you comment on YouTube. So any band that you want us to talk about and listen to, if it's a band, please include the album title so we know what one to listen to. So we're all on the same page. And then, yeah.
Yep.
Do that if you want. Any band you want, no matter what it is, we'll check it out.
All right. Thanks, y'all, for understanding that I screw up. I might do it again, too, so stay tuned for that shit. It took a whole week to figure it out.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting worse with age. It's really great. It's like my hairline. In any case, come check us out next week. Thanks for watching this week. Guys, have a good one. And don't hoard the gas. Just huff it. All right?
Yeah, just huff it.
Yeah, just
do
huff
what
it.
everyone does.
Just huffing. There's plenty of rags out there to go around. All right. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, shit. Is it still recording?